morning to all of you and welcome to Born with Pride conference organized by Friedrich Naumann Foundation in collaboration with Samriddhi Foundation, which is based here in Nepal. I'm Rohan. You're going to see a lot and hear a lot of me for the next 2 days, so I'm going to keep this part very, very brief. It's a conference that's very, very special to pretty much all of us here. It's very special to me, and I think everybody here will share the same sentiment, especially those who are from the queer community. We have come a long, long distance in the last 20 years, and we have a lot of distance to cover. In that journey, this conference will definitely stand as a milestone. Being in Nepal, the beautiful country that it is, we are always on top of the world, isn't it? We are the terrace of the world. So what happens here cannot go unnoticed. It will be seen in the rest of the world and in the rest of the South Asia. So I am personally very, very hopeful about this conference. It's a platform that provides us to be heard, to be seen, and for many, many of us who've been wanting to express themselves, to express, and also to learn from others. So that's my hope for the conference for the remaining 2 days. All that happens here, and we have a very, very wide variety of programs. We have an exhibition outside. We have all the different panel discussions here. We have talks, and we have performances. So we will not have a dull moment in this conference. I hope that you find your voice and you find your interest in either one of the sessions here or outside when you meet with people from all over South Asia and Europe. So with this, I'm going to welcome all of you. I'm going to welcome the honorable guest for today. I'm going to also start the conference with a small traditional ceremony of diya lighting. So I'm going to invite the chief guest for today to come here and join us on the stage to light the diya. Thank you, Minister. This is the third conference that Friedrich Naumann Foundation is doing with the theme Born with Pride, which is dedicated to, of course, the queer community in South Asia. The last two parts of this conference happened, of course, virtually because they started during the pandemic. This is the first time we are all meeting in person, and we're happy about this. So this is the continuous effort of the Friedrich Naumann Foundation. I'm going to just take a support of some of the notes because the foundation's work spans over several decades, and I would love to capture it in the best way possible. So the Friedrich Naumann Foundation for Freedom, FNF, is the Foundation for Liberal Politics. It was founded in 1958 by, amongst others, Theodor Heuss, the first German federal president after the World War II. The foundation currently works in more than 60 countries all around the world to promote the ideas of liberty and strategies for freedom. Our instruments are civic education, political consultancy, and political dialogue. When Dr. Klein talks about this, the regional head of FNF South Asia, when he talks, you'll get to know a lot more about the foundation. I'm going to now welcome Dr. Klein to take the stage. He is, of course, the main power behind this conference, among all other things, that phenomenal things he has done. I'm going to just quickly introduce you to Dr. Klein and then hand over the mic to Dr. Klein. Geared towards international interactions, Dr. Carsten Klein's professional career began with service in the German Armed Forces. He resumed his life out of uniform by joining the Foreign and Security Policy team of the Free Democratic Party, FDP, in Bundestag. So Germans here, please forgive me if I pronounce any of your names wrong. He then found himself occupied by management of FDP parliamentary groups in 2 state assemblies, going on to oversee the development responsible for international concerns of the Federal Employment Agency, the Central Placement Office for Foreigners and Specialists. Since 2020, he has held the role of head of the Regional Office, South Asia, at the Friedrich Naumann Foundation for Freedom. Welcome, Dr. Klein, and over to you.
Yeah, thanks a lot to all of you, especially respected member of Nepali Parliament, Honorable Kumari Jhakri. It's really great that we have you here. Without political support, this projects never could fly, so thank you very, very much. Of course, thanks to all of you, members of the international community. I see some very dear, nice friends from Sweden, from Germany, from America, and of course from all the South Asian nations, friends from the Deutsche Nepal Gesellschaft, friends from the Junge Liberale, the Juli young organization of the liberals in Germany. We are very happy that you are here with a good team, great. And dear friends from our long-lasting partner Samruddhi, without your support, without your help, that ever would have happened. Let me start by just expressing that it is, of course, an honor for me to speak in front of you in this beautiful city of Kathmandu. Apart from being a country with, of course, excellent variety of history, culture, and natural beauty, Nepal is a very progressive country that legally recognizes the multiplicity of gender identifications and identities. And Nepal is also a country where important players from the political sector and also from civil society are committed to the cause of sexual minority groups. So thanks to the parliament and to the government of Nepal, but don't let us forget the civil organizations in the country, like Samruddhi, like the Blue Diamond Society and others, for their unwavering support for this permanent cause. In a sweeping 2007 ruling, Nepal's Supreme Court ordered the government to recognize a third gender category. So after that, the government included the gender category on voter rolls in 2010. They introduced it to citizenship documents, in passports, and also to the federal census. This, of course, ladies and gentlemen, is a significant achievement for the country and the queer community. If we zoom out a little bit to other South Asian landscapes regarding the rights of gender and sexual minorities, we get to see a multiple picture. It shows we need more clarity on the legal situation, and we, of course, need to work on promoting more and creating more positive perception and changing social attitudes. So efforts towards the reforming of criminal justice system and strengthening civil society would contribute in this positive direction. And please don't let us forget that here, like in all the other areas of the world, globally, more than 15 up to 20% of the people are related to queer matters, and that is, of course, an enormous potential. The queer community, one could say, is a community with a great potential, especially if it is organized in a way. And outspoken, may I add. You are all, of course, individuals, but you are also consumers. If I may say so, you are also employees, you are employers, and not, let us forget, you are voters in the next elections, wherever that might happen. Hence, it is in the responsibility of parties to include questions, issues of the queer community in their programs and also on their agendas. Actually, it needs to be top of the agenda because of this enormous potential and, of course, the influence the queer community already, unfortunately, have in some countries. However, the question is also of livelihood and equal opportunities. So I think that it is also one of our tasks to deliver good job opportunities to people from the queer community. Because when you're not earning any money, of course, then you don't have a really free life. And therefore, it is really one of our tasks to invite also guests from the European labor markets, from other labor markets, who did already or who already represent a positive role model of inviting people from the queer community to work in their different enterprises. So there are some positive examples in South Asia and also in Europe, but we all know that there is a very tough and hard way on social, economic, and political sectors which is lying ahead. So the primary objectives of our conference is, of course, to have in very professional settles and in very professional panels the ability to discuss questions. But moreover, it is very, very important that we exchange here, that we exchange with friends, with colleagues from the community, but also beyond the community, with people who are supporting the whole path of the family. And of course, it should be a platform of visibility. As I said, it is necessary to foster the networks, and let me also utter that it might be a good idea to help empowering a pan-South Asian association for queer interests, which might unfold influence to governments and very relevant stakeholders. So that might be one incentive, one initial idea which also could come out of this conference, together with our European friends, with friends from other countries and regions, to build up or to empower one perhaps existing South Asian association, which enables us not to meet only here today in Kathmandu, but also to do further projects which helps the community in future as well. So Honorable Kumari Jhakri, with your presence as the former Minister of Urban Development in Nepal, and of course current member of the Parliament, we are very honored to have you here, and that shows that despite your very busy work schedule, actually in times of election campaigns, that you took your time to come to us and speak to us. So that is a symbol for us of the relevance you really show to the community. So thank you very much. And let me just end. My dear friends from the South Asian queer community, we are very happy from Friedrich Naumann's side that you are all here, that you are especially really representing the different chapters of queer communities in your different countries. And I could only say that yesterday evening we just had an excellent prelude of discussing with people from Afghanistan, from Bhutan, from Tibet, from Pakistan, from Bangladesh, from India, from Sri Lanka, to really, and of course our European colleagues and friends about these different stories. And I could only say that there were also very sad stories amongst those, which shows which enormous courage and also energy and also creativity and a lot of compassion you brought in your daily fight for freedom of equal rights in your different countries. let me say on behalf of the Friedrich Naumann Foundation, we bow to your daily commitment. And I really hope that, let's say in a decade or so, this kind of a conference on queer matters would not need to happen again, because it is then, in 10 years, part of our normal lives all around the world, and nobody has really the opportunity and the necessity to speak about it. So let's really work on that. Unlike that is achieved, Friedrich Naumann Foundation will be closely at your side, and we are very happy to support you in all the different aspects of your work. So thank you very much. Thank you to you, and I'm very thrilled to have a very good, nice, open, professional, and also a little bit of humorous discussion with all of you. Thanks a lot.
And I'm now thrilled to invite our honorable guest for today. And I'm also really surprised that a politician who's busy, the electoral campaign is going on, who's present with us today. So may I please welcome Ms. Kumari Jhakri to the stage, to please join us on the stage here. And as she joins us, I'm also going to just make a quick small introduction. I think there is a lot of community members there are from Nepal, from Kathmandu, who are present in the audience, so they don't need a special introduction to the minister. I'm going to just introduce her for the rest of us who are new to Nepal. Ms. Kumari Jhakri is the Secretary of Communist Party of Nepal, Unified Socialist. She is also the former Minister of Urban Development, as Dr. Klein already mentioned. She served as a member of House of Representatives in the recent parliament. She is the first woman to be elected president of a major political party. She is also affiliated with, she has been affiliated with the Students' Union. As the president of ANN-FSU, she was one of the central figures protesting during the 2006 democracy movement in Nepal. Jhakri has been a long-time advocate for women's rights and indigenous and students' rights in Nepal. She has a master's in political science. We are really honored to have you here today, Minister. Before she takes the stage and before we hear her, we have interpretation in Nepali and English available. There are headphones here at the back, so we can wear the headphones. Minister is going to speak in Nepali, which is an honor for us. So those who want interpretation, please procure the headphones at the back there. You'll see the interpretation booth. The headphones are available there.
Good morning to all. यो आजको यो बिहानीमा यो कार्यक्रममा मलाई निमन्त्रणा गर्नुभएकोमा आयोजक एफएनएफ एम्बेसी अफ जर्मनी समृद्धि एन्ड अरू सबै यो सँगै हुनुभएको संस्थाको सबै साथीहरूलाई हार्दिक धन्यवाद दिन चाहन्छु। र यो आजको कार्यक्रम अलिकति मैले चाहिँ बरु दिपेन्द्रजी खास गरी समृद्धि फाउन्डेसन मैले अरू नै वक्ताको लागि ट्राई गरिरहेको थिएँ, अरू नै मभन्दा अलिकति महत्त्वपूर्ण व्यक्ति हुनुहुन्छ होला भनेर फाइनली म नै आउनु पर्यो। त्यसकारण म यहाँहरूसँग एसोसिएट हुन पाएकोमा धेरै नै खुसी छु। खास गरी यो एलजिबिटिआई प्लस कम्युनिटीका इस्युहरूको सन्दर्भमा नेपालमा जे डिबेट भइरहेको छ पछिल्ला 2 दशक, एक हिसाबले भन्ने हो नि साउथ एसियामा हामी त्यसको च्याम्पियनै हो भनेर दावा गर्न पनि मिल्छ, किनभने बाइ लज हामीले धेरै कुराहरू त्यसको ग्यारेन्टी पनि गरेका छौँ। सायद त्यही कारणले पनि होला यो कम्युनिटीको एउटा इन्टरनेसनल कन्फरेन्सको लागि नेपाल भेन्यू चुज गर्नुभएकोमा आयोजक मित्रहरूलाई, आयोजक साथीहरूलाई म धेरै धन्यवाद पनि दिन चाहन्छु। हाम्रा कयौँ इस्युहरूलाई अब हामीले सँगसँगै कुरा गर्न थाल्यौँ भन्ने कुराको पनि यो एउटा महत्त्वपूर्ण विषयको रूपमा रहनेछ भन्ने कुरा पनि मैले यहाँ विश्वास व्यक्त गर्न चाहन्छु। धेरै देशका साउथ एसिया र अरू सँगैका अरू मुलुकहरूका यो कम्युनिटीसँग आफ्ना मुद्दाहरूलाई एसोसिएट गर्ने र यो कम्युनिटीका मुद्दाहरूलाई नेसनल इन्टरनेसनल लेभलमा एडभोकेसी गरिरहनुभएका संस्थाका मित्रहरूले, साथीहरूले जुन भूमिका खेल्नु भएको छ यसका प्रति धेरै नै आभार व्यक्त गर्न चाहन्छु, हार्दिक बधाई दिन चाहन्छु। र यो इन्टरनेसनल लेभलको यो कन्फरेन्स जुन बोर्न विथ प्राइड भनेर जुन नारा तय गरिएको छ अहिले, यो सम्मेलनको भव्य सफलताको शुभकामना पनि दिन चाहन्छु। अब नेपालमा एलजिबिटिआइक्यू कम्युनिटीको बारेमा हामी अलि धेरै साउथ एसियामा को तुलनामा, अरू देशहरूको तुलनामा हामी अलि ओपनली कुरा गरिरहेका छौँ। 2006 को अप्रिल रिभोल्युसनको पछाडि जुन हामीले नयाँ संविधान बनायौँ, बाइलज हामीले एलजिबिटिआई कम्युनिटीलाई सम्बोधन गर्ने गरी संविधानमा नै केही कुरा ग्यारेन्टी गऱ्यौँ र त्योसँग सम्बन्धित खास गरी पहिचान र सिटिजनसिपका इस्युहरूलाई हामीले संविधान र कानुनमा ग्यारेन्टी गरेका छौँ। र यो हुनुको पछाडि पोलिटिकल लेभलमा नै यसको क्याम्पेनिङ छ भन्ने कुरा मैले यहाँहरू समक्ष राख्न चाहन्छु। खास गरी 2002, 3, 4, 5, 6 मा नेपालमा जुन एउटा अप्रिल रेभोल्युसन भएको थियो, त्यो बेला यो समुदायसँग हामी धेरै नै एसोसिएट भएर काम पनि गरेका थियौँ। म सुरुका दिनहरूमा ब्लू डायमन्ड सोसाइटी या मितेनी नेपाल या यस्तोसँग सम्बन्धित भएका साथीहरूसँग उहाँहरूको विषयमा एडभोकेसी गर्दै पनि आएको छु। आजै बेलुकी पनि एउटा यस्तै कार्यक्रम छ, त्यसकारण यो पनि मैले यहाँहरूसँग सेयर गर्न पाउँदा खुसी लागेको छ। यसमा अझ रमाइलो कुरा त के छ भने अहिले आउने आम निर्वाचन छ, मङ्सिरको 4 गते हुँदैछ। त्यो निर्वाचनमा मैले जुन पार्टीमा बिलोङ्स गर्छु त्यो पार्टीको तर्फबाट एलजिबिटिआई क्यू प्लस कम्युनिटीको एकजना सङ्घमा र एकजना प्रदेशमा समानुपातिक तर्फबाट उम्मेदवारको हिसाबले हामीले लिस्टेड पनि गरिसकेका छौँ। त्यसकारण उहाँहरूले चाहिँ लाई जिताउने कुरा पनि एकदमै महत्त्वपूर्ण कुरा छ र यो कुरा म एकदमै खुसीका साथ सेयर गर्न चाहन्छु। र घोषणापत्रमा हामीले केही विषयहरू लेखेका छौँ र त्यो विषयहरू उम्मेदवारी घोषणा सँगसँगै हामीले सार्वजनिक गर्नेछौँ। अनि अर्को कुरा, नेपालको संविधानमा हामीले जुन अल्पसङ्ख्यक समुदाय भनेर धेरै ठाउँ लेखेका छौँ र थुप्रै कानुनमा अल्पसङ्ख्यक कोट अनकोट भनेर भनिएको छ। अनि त्यसको व्याख्यामा के भनिएको छ भन्दा यौनिक अल्पसङ्ख्यक भन्ने ठाउँ एकदमै कम लेखियो, तर अल्पसङ्ख्यक भनेको जातीय, भाषिक, क्षेत्रीय, रिजनल, मार्जिनलाइज खालका कम्युनिटीलाई चाहिँ व्याख्या गर्दै गयौँ हाम्रो सुविधाको लागि। यो इलेक्सन पछाडि हामी जसलाई हामीले अल्पसङ्ख्यक भन्छौँ त्यसको चाहिँ यौनिक अल्पसङ्ख्यक हो भनेर डिफाइन गर्नु पर्यो हाम्रो कानुनमा, हाम्रा डकुमेन्टहरूमा भन्ने कुराको एडभोकेसी पनि सँगसँगै चलिरहेको छ। यो कुरालाई मैले यो हाम्रो इलेक्सन क्याम्पेनिङको विषय पनि हो भन्ने कुरा म यहाँहरू समक्ष राख्न चाहन्छु। खास गरी अब यति कुरा आइरहँदाखेरि खास गरी एलजिबिटिआइक्यू प्लस कम्युनिटीको खास हिस्ट्रीको कुरा हेर्ने हो भने त नेपालमा हामीले सुरु गऱ्यौँ 15-20 वर्ष अगाडिदेखि यो धेरै नै राम्रो भइरहेछ भनिरहेछु। योभन्दा अगाडि कति आफूलाई घोषणा गर्नुभयो, कतिले आफूलाई सो घोषणा गर्नुभयो या गर्नु भएन, एक्सेप्टेन्स के थियो भन्ने कुरा त्यो समाजदेखि आजसम्म आउँदा हाम्रो समाजमा धेरै नै एक्सेप्टेन्स बढ्या छ भन्ने कुरा लाग्छ। खास गरी यो मैले बुझेको र मेरो बुझाइमा चाहिँ एलजिबिटिआइक्यू कम्युनिटी ह्युमन राइटको एउटा 4th जेनेरेसनको हिसाबले हामीले गफ गरिरहेछौँ। हामीले पहिला आधारभूत मानव अधिकारको कुरा, अनि डेमोक्रेसीको कुरा, प्रेस स्वतन्त्रताको कुरा आदि इत्यादि कुरा गर्दै गएर हामी पहिचानको कुरा गरिरहेछौँ। यो हिस्ट्रीमा हामी कहाँबाट गुज्रेर आज हामी हाम्रो पहिचानलाई यसरी भन्दैछौँ त भन्ने हो भने मान्छे समाजमा अथवा मान्छे सामाजिकीकरणको प्रक्रियामा आउँदा त महिला र पुरुषको रूपमा मात्रै त्यो भिजिबल थियो र त्यसको बिहेबारीको सम्बन्धको आधारमा परिवार निर्माण भएको थियो। परिवार, राज्य, कानुन बन्दै हाम्रो समाज जसरी कन्स्ट्रक्टेड भयो त्यही कारणले हाम्रो यो खालको एलजिबिटिआइक्यू कम्युनिटी म हुँ भन्ने कुरा त त्यहाँ इतिहासमै स्वीकारिएन। जसले महिला र पुरुष स्वीकार्यो, जसको महिला र पुरुषको बिचको बिहेबारीको सम्बन्धबाट परिवार बन्यो, छोराछोरी बने, समाज बन्यो र त्यसैलाई प्रोटेक्ट गर्नलाई कानुन बनायौँ, राज्य बनायौँ र हाम्रा संरचनाहरू यसरी बनाए। सोसल कन्स्ट्रक्टेड फेनोमेना यही नै हो। र आज यो समाजबाट हामी यता आइसके पछाडि जब यसलाई हाम्रा आफ्ना केही सामाजिक मुद्दाहरू छन् र यी फरक छन् भन्ने कुरा हामीले स्वीकार गऱ्यौँ। त्यसपछि नै आज यो विषयहरू उठेको छ र यति छोटो समयमा हामीले कुरा उठाउँदै गर्दा नेपालमा यसको एक्सेप्टेन्स एकदमै धेरै बढेको कुरा यहाँहरू समक्ष मैले आफ्नो कुरा सेयर गर्न पाउँदा मलाई एकदमै खुसी पनि लागेको छ। र अब यतिले मात्रै पुग्दैन, हामीले ग्लोबल लेभलमा अथवा म्याक्रो लेभलमा यो विषयमा धेरै नै गफ गरिरहेछौँ, तर एज सच व्यक्ति र कम्युनिटी अनि परिवारको लेभलमा चाहिँ माइक्रो लेभलमा व्यक्तिको सम्बन्धका बारेमा चाहिँ हामी धेरै गफ गरिरहेको छैनौँ। यसको बारेमा डिबेट अलिक कम छ। त्यसकारण यस्ता खालका ग्लोबल क्याम्पेनिङहरू अथवा नेसनल लेभलमा हुने क्याम्पेनिङहरू र सिभिल सोसाइटीको भिन्न भिन्न सेक्टरले गर्ने यी कामहरूलाई मुद्दाको हिसाबले, पहिचानको हिसाबले र मुद्दाको हिसाबले हामीले सँगसँगै लिएर सँगै क्याम्पेनिङ गरौँ, जसले गर्दाखेरि मुद्दामा एक्सेप्टेन्स हुन्छ। कुनै पनि कानुन या कुनै पनि कुरालाई संशोधन गर्न अथवा त्यसलाई बनाउनको लागि पोलिटिकल लेभलको एडभोकेसी त चाहिन्छ, तर त्यो एडभोकेसीको तहमा पुर्याउन सिभिल सोसाइटी जसले कन्ट्रिब्युसन गरिरहनु भएको छ, हामी फरक ठाउँमा बसेर फरक संस्थाको आइडेन्टिटीले होइन, हाम्रो मुद्दालाई एकै ठाउँ राखेर फरक ठाउँबाट एउटै उद्देश्यमा काम गऱ्यौँ भने सायद नेपालमा योभन्दा धेरै राम्रो अझै प्रगति हुनसक्छ भन्ने कुरा म राख्न चाहन्छु। नेपालमा अनौपचारिक तथ्याङ्कको हिसाबले भन्ने हो भने त करिब 10 लाख हाम्रो समुदाय छ भनेर साथीहरूले दावा गर्नुहुन्छ, तर हामीले नागरिकतामा महिला या पुरुष मात्रै लेखेको भएर सेन्ससको डाटामा त्यो देखिँदैन। अहिले हामीले तेस्रो लिङ्गी भनेर दिइरहेको नागरिकतामा पनि कानुनमा केही फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी, केही संशोधन गरेर मैले लेस्बियन, गे अथवा के अरे समलिङ्गी महिला अथवा समलिङ्गी पुरुष अथवा ट्रान्सजेन्डर वुमन अथवा ट्रान्सजेन्डर मेन भनेर पनि नागरिकता दिनुपर्छ भन्ने खालको पहिचानको कुरा नागरिकतामै दर्शाउनुपर्छ भन्ने जस्ता इस्युहरू अहिले एकदमै उठेका छन्। र भर्खरै यो अन्तिम सेसनको पार्लियामेन्टमा नागरिकता विधेयक पास भइरहँदाखेरि यो विषयमा एकदमै धेरै डिबेट भएको थियो। संविधानको यो कुरा प्रत्याभूत छ कि हामीले ट्रान्सजेन्डरलाई त्यसको पहिचानको आधारमा नागरिकता दिन्छौँ भनेर, तर त्यसको आधारमा बन्ने सङ्घीय कानुन अनुसारको बन्ने नागरिकता विधेयकमा चाहिँ यी विषयहरूलाई सम्बोधन गरेका थियौँ। यद्यपि त्यो नागरिकता विधेयक चाहिँ प्रमाणीकरण भएर कानुनको रूपमा आइसकेको छैन र त्यो चिज आयो भने नेपालमा अझै राम्रो कन्डिसन छ भन्ने पनि लाग्छ। र यसले इलेक्सनको मुखमा यहाँ आएर यो समुदायको एउटा इन्टरनेसनल कन्फरेन्स भइरहँदा हामी सबै राजनीतिक दलहरूले यी इस्युलाई पनि प्राथमिकतामा राख्यौँ भने यो समुदायले पनि आफ्नो अपनत्व फिल गर्ने अवस्था त्यहाँ हुन सक्छ भन्ने कुरा मैले यहाँहरू समक्ष राख्न चाहन्छु। र यो सम्मेलनको भव्य सफलताको हार्दिक शुभकामना पनि व्यक्त गर्न चाहन्छु। र हामीले यो गरिरहेका कामहरूलाई एकै ठाउँमा राखेर हाम्रा मुद्दाहरूलाई कन्सोलिडेट गरेर लैजाउँ, क्याम्पेनिङ एउटै दिशातर्फ लैजाउँ। र यसमा अहिले हामी पहिचानको कुरा गर्दै गर्दा फेरि यहाँ चाहिँ अब यो अलिकति क्लास अथवा यो क्लासको कुरा त आइ नै हाल्छ। पहिचानको कुरा गर्दै गर्दाखेरि हामीले सबभन्दा धेरै यसको भिक्टिमहरू चाहिँ इकोनोमिक हिसाबले अझ तल समाजको पिँधमा भएका मान्छेहरूले आफ्नो पहिचान भन्नै नसक्ने अवस्था छ। पहिचान खुलेर आएका मान्छेहरूको साथीहरूको चाहिँ प्रोफेसनलिजमको कुरा छ। यी कुराहरू क्रमशः हामीले अलिकति एक्सपान्सन गरेर जान पनि सकिन्छ र खास प्रोफेसनमा उहाँहरूलाई स्पेसलाइज गरेर जान पनि सकिन्छ भन्ने जस्ता इस्युहरू उठेका छन्। तर त्यसलाई कसरी रिकग्नाइज गर्ने त भन्दा सबैभन्दा पहिले व्यक्ति, परिवार, समाज र नेसनल लेभलमा यसको एक्सेप्टेन्स, त्यसको कानुनी संरक्षण र त्यो कानुनी संरक्षणको आधारमा हामीले इन्टरनेसनल लेभलमा गरिने अलिकति क्याम्पेनिङ र त्यसले हामी यो समुदायलाई अलिकति इज्जतपूर्ण ढङ्गले आफ्नो पहिचानका साथ बाँच्ने अवस्थाको ग्यारेन्टी भयो भने मेरो विचारमा मान्छे आफ्नो पहिचानसहित बाँच्ने कुराको अवस्था चाहिँ त्यति बेला सिर्जना हुन्छ भन्ने लाग्छ। र म सबै यो सेक्टरमा आफूलाई पहिचानका साथ उपस्थित गराउनुहुने सबै साथीहरूलाई पनि हार्दिक शुभकामना दिन चाहन्छु। यहाँहरूका मुद्दासँग हामी सँगसँगै काम गरिरहेछौँ। प्रत्यक्ष या अप्रत्यक्ष हिसाबले चाहिँ म स्टुडेन्ट भएदेखि नै एकदमै धेरै एडभोकेसीमै छु। मेरा कतिपय साथीहरू यहाँ पनि देख्दैछु, उहाँहरूसँग हामीले सँगसँगै काम पनि गरेका छौँ। यहाँहरू सबैलाई हार्दिक सम्मान र शुभकामना दिँदै र यो सम्मेलनको अन्तिममा फेरि एकपटक भव्य सफलताको हार्दिक शुभकामना दिन चाहन्छु। नेपाल भेन्यू चुज गर्नुभयो र हाम्रो यहाँ नेपाली LGBTIQ+ कम्युनिटीका साथीहरूले यसबाट अझ धेरै लाभ लिने र उहाँहरूलाई उत्प्रेरणा र आत्मविश्वास जाग्ने एउटा अवस्था पनि सिर्जना गर्नुभएकोमा आयोजक मित्रहरूलाई धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद पनि दिन चाहन्छु। धन्यवाद। थ्याङ्क यू सो मच।
Thank you, Honorable Minister, for this lovely note. And the two things that stay back and a great reminder for all of us is that beyond all LGBTQIA+ or the queer, it's about human and their dignity and about their freedom and their prosperity. So thank you for this lovely note, Minister. May I please request Dr. Klein to felicitate Honorable Minister. And we have Sindhu, who is volunteering with us today. She's also from Nepal. So thanks, Sindhu.